In this tutorial, we're going to be talking about making buttons in Photoshop and then putting them into a Dreamweaver document, and also making tables and putting those inside of other tables. So let's go to Photoshop and make ourselves some buttons. And let's just make this maybe 1.6 by 0.7. And we'll have ourselves a button here. And let's just pick a arbitrary color. Nice gray. And do a bevel and emboss. And then we'll do a type on there. Oh yeah, we gotta make sure it's not too big because we have to do write all kinds of stuff, Photoshop and all that. So let's export that. And we'll make it a GIF. And we'll save it in a folder here. And call it index B. And then we can make another. Let's duplicate that. We have two buttons. And let's make this one an inner bevel. Let me see. There we go. It'll look pretty cool, but like a button. And then we'll save this one. And maybe make that a different color too. Let me make that a reddish kind of color. And then we'll save this one. As index. And button. And this will be our rollover. And so now we can just do this over and over again. Photoshop. Now we have all of our original buttons and our rollovers. So let's take those and put them into a web page. So that's connected to the server already. So let's just go here and grab our folder. And we're going to need to put all those buttons in the folder. Here they all are, and so let's do that with the index first. And here, let's just put a new table. So let's grab our table. And we had the index, Photoshop, Illustrator, InDesign, and Final. So it's 5 rows, 1 column. We don't want a border. And a little bit of spacing there. So let's do a 12 or so spacing. And the easiest way is usually to just grab them and drag them over, as opposed to going through the whole source thing. And let me see, first was the index. So let's just put the regular index one here. And next was the Photoshop button. And then we have the Illustrator. And we'll select this one. And we'll do a rollover image here. And here's our original image, which was what, index B GIF. Our rollover image was the same thing, but it had an R in it. And we'll have this one, and we'll just type where we're going to go to that one. And that's just going to be the index.html, because it's in the same one. Right. Let me see, it was this one. And then we do the same thing for that one. You can just click on them, make sure that each one of them is linked here. Index is where that one's going to go. This one's going to Photoshop. This one has to go to illustrator.html. It's okay once they're in the same folder. All you have to do is type where they're going. This one was InDesign.pdf. This is a PDF file. And for the final, same thing. Oops. and hit return to make sure that that one's gone. If you don't want to have a border on them, make sure the border says 0 here. I know if you leave it blank, you think that it's not going to have a border, but that's not how it works. If you leave it blank, it'll have a 1 pixel wide border. So there you go. Now to make sure it works, let's save it first. And let's view it in a web browser up here. You can choose. Here we have our rollovers. Index, take us to index. Photoshop will take us to Photoshop. And Illustrator will take us to Illustrator, etc., etc. Now what we have to do is to take these and copy the whole thing. So let's just select the whole deal. And let's copy that one. And let's open a different one here. Let's open up Photoshop. Get rid of these. And then paste it right there. And there we go. And that's how you do it. Do that one for Illustrator and your final also. You don't have to do it for the PDF. That's it. That's easy. That's how we did a table, and we made rollover buttons and we put those buttons inside. So there you go.